Hey everyone! Welcome back to Old Charles, your go-to place for coin collecting tips, rare finds, and the stories behind your favorite coins. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the United States 1-cent coin from 1984. What's it worth? Is it rare? And how can you spot if your 1984 penny is valuable? Let's find out. The 1984 penny, part of the famous Lincoln cent series, was minted in huge numbers. You'll find millions of these coins circulating in pockets, piggy banks, and coin rolls all over the U.S. But does that mean your 1984 penny is just another ordinary coin? Not necessarily. First, a little history. The 1984 penny features the classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse side, which was introduced in 1959. The obverse side shows President Abraham Lincoln, a design that's been a staple since 1909. In 1984, the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced billions of these pennies. So, while they're not rare overall, certain versions or conditions can be more valuable. For most collectors, a regular circulated 1984 penny is worth its face value, 1 cent. But don't toss it just yet. Here's why: a 1984 penny in uncirculated or mint condition can be worth more, ranging from about 5 cents to $1 depending on quality. Pennies from the Denver Mint have a D mark, while those from Philadelphia typically have no mint mark. Both are common, so this usually doesn't affect value much now. Here's where it gets interesting. Some 1984 pennies have mint errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, which can be worth hundreds or even thousands. So how do you spot these rare coins? Here are some tips. Look closely at the date and lettering for doubling effects. This is called a double die error. Check if the coin's edges are uneven or if the design is off-center. Watch for unusual shapes or missing parts on the coin. If you find any of these, it's worth having your coin appraised by a professional. If you're just starting your coin collection, grabbing a few 1984 pennies in mint condition is a great idea. Also, keep your eyes peeled for errors, which can dramatically increase a coin's value. And remember, proper storage is key. Use coin holders or albums to keep your pennies safe from damage. In summary, while most 1984 pennies are common and worth just 1 cent, rare errors and pristine examples can be worth significantly more. So next time you find a 1984 penny, take a closer look. You might have a hidden treasure in your hands. Before we dive into the value of the 1984 penny, let's talk about its history, because understanding where your coin comes from makes collecting so much more exciting. The United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has a rich history dating back to 1793. But the design we see on the 1984 penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person rather than symbolic imagery. The obverse, or front, of the coin features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side, the penny carried the Lincoln Memorial design, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1984, this Lincoln Memorial design had been in use for 25 years. The coin was made primarily from copper, 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that had been standard since 1962. Pennies minted in 1984 continued this tradition until 1982, when the composition briefly shifted to mostly zinc due to rising copper prices. In 1984, the U.S. Mint produced an estimated 4.8 billion pennies, split between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Because of the huge mintage, the 1984 penny is one of the most common pennies you'll find today. Despite its commonality, the 1984 penny is still loved by collectors, especially those who specialize in Lincoln cents. It's also interesting to note that the penny has faced criticism over the years for its low purchasing power, but it remains a vital piece of American currency and history. So when you hold a 1984 penny, you're holding a small but powerful symbol of American heritage, a piece that connects us back to one of the country's most revered presidents. Now, let's talk about one of the most important factors that determine how much your 1984 penny is worth: its condition. In coin collecting, condition can make a huge difference, sometimes turning a common coin into a valuable collectible. Coins are graded based on how much wear and tear they show. The scale ranges from poor, P1, where the coin is barely identifiable, all the way up to mint state, MS 70, which is a flawless, brand new coin straight from the mint. Most 1984 pennies you find in circulation will be somewhere between good, G4, and very fine, VF20. These coins show signs of wear. The details on Lincoln's face and the Lincoln Memorial will be worn down, but the coin is still intact. If your 1984 penny is in uncirculated MS60 to MS70 condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear and still has its original mint luster, it can be worth significantly more than just 1 cent. In fact, uncirculated 1984 pennies can sell for anywhere from 10 cents to over $1 depending on the exact grade. Here's a quick comparison. This penny on the left has been in circulation for years. You can see scratches, dirt, and worn-down features. The penny on the right. It looks almost brand new, with sharp details and a shiny surface. That difference in condition can mean a big difference in value. Professional coin graders can give your coin an official grade, which collectors trust. If you think your 1984 penny is in exceptional condition, consider getting it graded. It might be worth more than you think. Remember, when collecting or selling coins, condition is king, so always handle your pennies carefully, avoid cleaning them harshly, and store them properly to keep their condition intact.